Hello, everyone. It is another Saturday and another edition of the Weekend R&R. We're glad to be with you as always. We have had a long week. I know you all have too. The world has been going increasingly off the rails. And so the solution to that this weekend for the cocktail of the day, Jesus Margaritas.
It's also like a little nod to Practical Magic 2, which we're very excited for.
Insanely excited. We see the new grandbaby next weekend. Next weekend after next.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yes, the Jesus Margarita. You can find it anywhere on Instagram.
Show your glass too. It's
yes. Mine is a little hound.
He's got a pup. I have a cat.
Yeah. See?
See?
Hound.
It's cute.
Let me make sure we're streaming over there on Substack. Keep talking, baby, because
live now, Substack.
Good. You know, we got a lot of different streams running in this whole shenanigan, everybody, and we got to make sure that we're doing it right. Because once again, as I remind you, while we are experts at many, many things,
this is all new.
Normally, as we say, I have people. We did have a great day today, though. Just so you guys know, if you were thinking about visiting, hello from Germany. If you were thinking about visiting Florida now, I would recommend other things to do instead. Set yourself on fire with sterno, beat your head in with a hammer, leap into a bonfire, because that's what it feels like outside.
It's terrible. And it's also move-in day for FSU, for students in the dorms. So there's a lot of parents here, a lot of traffic here, a lot of moving trucks, a lot. So there's that. And we got up and got work this morning. We had a lot of things that needed to go away. In order for them to go away, we had to load them on our trailer that we pull behind the car and take them to the dump.
And it was magnificent. It was a magical journey into another world.
It was amazing. And we got everything down there. Ish.
Well, so we piled a lot of old things that had to go. Random stuff that you would not believe, like an old headboard that smelled like dead dog. Rugs that had been also visited by the dogs too many times.
Outside, so
outside rugs,
pollinated.
Yeah, and a toilet from the remodeling that was somehow sitting in the garage still. I don't know why. Maybe I was going to save it. Maybe I had some sentimental attachment to it. But so we load all this on the trailer. We strap it all down.
Like being good.
And somehow, you will see kitties, Choda. Somehow, as we're wheeling down to the dump. Now, remind you, the only road down there goes right through the middle of downtown, right past the state capitol. We're wheeling along. Guy comes roaring up beside us on the right-hand side.
Next to me. He's like, ma'am. Put my window down. He's like, I think you lost a carpet or some sort of mat.
Somehow a rug had worked its way from underneath the straps and flown away. Now, so we whip over to the side, and the first parking lot available is like this sketchy ass title loan company.
Hey, that's somebody's business.
Listen,
we pull over in their parking lot,
and
I pop out.
There's some backing and forthing trying to get out of the parking lot.
I run to the street to see if I can see the carpet. Like, it's a mat. It's not really a carpet. It's a mat that goes in front of the door. Right. And I run out there into the street to see if I can see anything. I'm looking, and it's sort of up a slight hill. And I look down, and I don't see a single thing. Like, nothing. Nothing at all. And I'm like, baby, I don't see anything. And he's like, we should turn around. I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, because we got this big long trailer behind our car filled with stuff. So I looked back there. I'm like, baby, there's nothing back there. I don't see anything either side of the road. Nothing. And he's like, okay. So I could pop back in there, and he pulls through because we can't back out. And it was like, I was having the Cotswold moment of the two one-way roads. It was bad. And I was like, you're just going to have to pull out. And there was a big bush. You couldn't see the road coming. And so I jumped out into traffic. And I was like, wait for me. I will direct you. So I'm like, the road clears. And I'm like, come on, come on. And so off he goes into traffic, in the lane. The car's rolling. I ninja open the door, jump in, and off we go. And then we got down there, why does it take so long to load the trailer with all the stuff? And it takes them 8 seconds to help us unload. Crazy.
Right.
We got everything off, and then we head back, and I'm like, we got to slow down because we got to see if we can see this mat and see if it's on the side of the road, because we'll pull over and quick ninja pick it up. We drive really slow. He's looking down the one side. I'm looking down the other side. We see nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing on the side of the road. And it's all like sidewalks. So it's like you're going to see something. Anyway, so we're looking for like a mile.
And then longer.
And then we just am like, okay, let's keep looking. Longer, nothing. So,
all the way to the Capitol.
All the way to the Capitol. Nothing. Nothing. So we never found it.
Nope.
So whoever is the proud owner
of the rug soaked in dog pee from the back door. Congrats. Blessings be upon you.
Thank you for picking it up. We would have done that, but awesome. So, okay. So here we go. We're going to talk about the cocktail real quick. I did a little promo thing on it because I was like, you know what? It's hot. Margarita sounds delicious today because it's like 110 outside or so. Again.
Yeah.
It is.
Death heat.
1 gallon of diet lemonade. Okay. A gallon of diet lemonade. Then you take out 5 cups. So if you buy,
I'm going to put the recipe on the screen in about a minute.
You take out 5 cups. You pour inside this lovely lady right here. I can't see anything because, he's taking away my screen.
Oh, that sucks.
You pour this 1800 coconut tequila, whole bottle. See, it's empty. You pour that in there. You do a cup.
Now this makes a killing amount of cocktails.
It's a
you
gallon.
Cannot drink 2 of them. You cannot drink them in one day.
No.
You'd be in the hospital.
Unless it's a game day and we're not going to go there. So then you put in a cup of triple sec and a half a cup of lime juice. And it makes something brilliant. It is refreshing, low in sugar.
Dangerous.
Yes, low in sugar. So it's technically, okay. It doesn't taste.
All right, I'm going to put this recipe on the screen. I
Okay.
hope it works. I hope the format works.
Let's see if it works.
I know it's small.
Oh, you can't see it though.
Here, let me give them the full screen.
I'll post it on my threads too. Also.
Yeah, low sugar for everything is good in my
low sugar for everything. That's why the diet lemonade. And diet lemonade's got
a snap to it. All right.
So it's delicious. It's refreshing. It's not too tart.
Oh, post the image on threads. Thank you. Will do.
And it is phenomenal. When I popped in, so we got home from the dump and I said, I've got to go to the post office. He had to go to another store. And I said, we're splitting. And so I went to the post office to mail some things.
You're ashamed of me where I had to go.
No, I'm not. I'm just not. We're not going to talk about. We'll talk about that whole law change in a minute. We'll do that. But I went to the post office. If you wanted a keychain and you still have not contacted me, drop me a DM. I've got a couple more. So a keychain from London. I grabbed a bunch when we were leaving. So if you want a keychain,
Lisa, if you're watching, we got you taken care of, girl.
Lisa, I got you. I got the magnet taken care of. I did bring a magnet back for you. I got you. Anyway, so if you want one, drop me one. Heard of triple sec, never tried it. It's like an orange. Hang on.
It's an orange liqueur.
It's an orange liqueur. Some people like it. You can use Cointreau if you like Cointreau. People have thoughts about all of that. And you have your, I used a Kuiper. This is the one that I bought. Delicious. And then I bought a lime juice. You can either do fresh or you can do, I got a cold pressed lime juice at Total Wine. That's where it was. And I went in Total Wine. Total Wine on a Saturday is like a Costco, but better because they have a bunch of liquor out. And they offered me tequila when I walked in the door. They were like, "Hello, ma'am, would you like some tequila?" And I was like, "Yes, I would."
Mademoiselle.
So
Your pants are slicky. I like them.
they're slicky. Yeah. So we split. I went and got all these.
We don't, aside from cocktails with you guys,
This is it.
this is like the one time a week we have a cocktail.
This is it. Because I get pressure now to come up with something great for you guys because you're always like, we don't, yes, free samples, Total Wine. It's like Costco, but with alcohol. They were like, would you like a lemon drop? Would you like tequila shot? Would you like bourbon? Would you like wine? Would you? I'm like, y'all, it's the middle of the day. It's 110 out there. I might not make it home. Or Grand Marnier. You can do that too. But no, we do a cocktail with you guys on Saturday.
Yep.
Kind of nice.
Hey, Radar.
We ran around today. I did that.
Ooh, Buckeye Blitz. I've heard of that drink.
I like a whiskey sour too, but the sugar. That's
yeah, the
my
sugar.
problem. I like an amaretto sour too.
Yeah, that's the problem with brown liquor is the sugar level is like,
I love an amaretto sour, but this is like refreshing and light. Limoncello.
Limoncello.
We have it in the fridge too, but this is nice. It's really great.
Many years ago, a chairman of the Republican Party with whom I was having a long and boozy dinner with a bunch of other people in New York City got so Liddy McLitterson on limoncello that it led to an incident. That's it. That's all I got to say.
That's all we got to say. But I picked up some cute glasses.
Harvey Wallbanger. That's an OG 70s.
That's an OG mojito. Delicious. I picked up some cute glasses for us because now I feel stressed like our glassware is not cute enough for you guys. So I thought these are cute.
We have a lot of glassware, mind you.
But it's just like
a lot of it's very
plain. Like plain cup. And I thought these are cute. I was like,
we do own more champagne flutes than any other couple you will ever meet in your life by several orders of magnitude.
They came in handy. My nephew, when he got married, my sister called and she was like, do you have champagne flutes? And I have
100.
I was like, I have like a couple dozen. I'm good. And she's like, can you bring them down? I was like, And I have party tubs and I have like all sorts of things. So
yeah, we really are trying to get back in the business of holding parties. It's been a minute.
We're trying to finish the house up and get it kind of. It's fall. Parties are better in the fall when it's not 110 out.
And honestly, I can't have parties right now this time of year in this place because it is just we have an enormous porch on the back of the house. It's 12 feet wide and 62 feet long. It's great. It's amazing. We have a giant table out there that'll seat, I don't know, 20 people.
No. Comfortably
16. Easy.
10, 12, comfortably.
Whatever.
If you're eating, if you're drinking.
Really just squeeze for socialization.
Yeah.
It's beautiful out there. And there's a day bed and all this stuff. But 8 months out of the year, it's hell on earth.
And it's always covered in pollen. So it's like between the pollen situation, you have to clean. Like
regarding your LaRue hairstyling tool, you better brief up on the LaRue hairstyling tool.
What LaRue hairstyling tool?
Someone asked you about, talked about it a few weeks ago, 2 sizes. Is that your
the LaRue hairstyling tool?
You have a new hairstyling device, do you not?
Mm.
Go
Is that
check.
the curly thing? Oh, is that the waiver?
That's
Is that the waiver? Is that the one you're talking about? Send me a DM real quick.
On Threads.
Oh, it created waves. Yes.
Yes. Go get it. I'll
Hang
let
on.
you. So as for linen, when the revolution comes, I've never been much of a linenist. But Linen's big thing was destroying the state, weirdly enough, in order to replace it with a horrible follow-up authoritarian state. But I do think we need some people who, like Steve Bannon, appreciate the power of intensity and directness in trying to overturn a system they find unfair.
So I have two.
Alana, 1981. That's not you, is it, Alana? No, that's not Alana. She was born
No.
earlier than that. Never mind.
So it's the Lange. This one.
Yes, he has.
It's this Lange one is the one I have, and of course I have it in the baby pink because I
That's what
like
she
pink. And I don't know if they have it in more than one size. And there's a lock on it to keep it closed if you're traveling. And it goes up to 400 or 450. I have to use super hot, but this is the waiver I have. And then I have this one that's a Timo, however you want to say it, that you put your hair in it. And then you hit the button and it spins. And it automatically spins. You just hold it. We're going to get to the shot gloves. And
Yeah,
I have this one, and there's two different sizes. There's a really long one that's about this big, and then this is the shorter one. But these are the two things. This is the Lange waiver. And they always have sales. And I think they sell these at Wally World, too, at Walmart.
I do not use it, Archie. You'd be surprised to hear I do not use any
These
kind of.
are two of the ones that I use.
Basically, my hair is the lowest possible maintenance status available.
Elton is very excited about the cords that just came out.
Oh, yes, he is. Let's go up here.
Okay, wait. Okay, so what?
Yes, Bannon needs to be hidden away somewhere. Well, let's go to the shot gloves because that question was just asked.
Yes, the shock gloves.
So these gloves are the kind of thing that makes the authoritarian weirdo dipshits around Stephen Miller absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Like that.
Okay. So I don't know how many of y'all have had an experience with a cattle prod. Those of us in the South are more likely to have, or an electric fence. It's about like that. Now, those are dangerous to older people, people with heart conditions, people with pacemakers, people who are pregnant, people who are elderly, people who are young.
I would think anytime, even people with
Right.
an insulin pump or something,
Right.
I would think
100%. Any medical
device.
Let's just say this. The fact that they're doing this is to do the spectacle of cruelty as part of the performative authoritarianism. They want us to be frightened of these electric gloves. Now, people will be frightened of them, rightly so. They are an artifact of cruelty. But I will just remind people, these gloves are a battery and a capacitor and some wire mesh.
Mm-hmm.
And there are smart kids on Reddit right now making homemade versions of them.
Yep.
Return the favor is the answer. And look, these cops want to use these because they want to see people screaming in pain on video. That's the entire thing. No one told them Starship Troopers was a fucking satire. No one told them. Would you like to know more? And it staggers me. They still don't get it. Oh yeah, and the ice guys are going to definitely bop themselves with the gloves. These are not God's smartest people. Okay.
And they're bad people.
Katie Miller, having slept with Swalwell, Bannon, and Stephen Miller.
There's something freaky. That's all.
What was they called her? Something Bay.
Bay of Pigs.
Bay of Pigs. BAE of Pigs.
Bay of Pigs.
Mwah, chef's kiss.
I don't know what that situation is, but there is something freakalicious going on. That's all I'll say.
She's got to have a very special set of needs.
Or maybe she provides a special set of needs.
As I like to say, who knows the secrets of the human heart?
Once again,
I'm not kink shaming.
we're not king shaming. Whatever.
I'm guessing between Stephen Miller and Bannon, she has to wear like the suit of a dead hooker's skin or something.
Yeah, and he hasn't showered since '99, so. That's five.
It's not a terrible theory.
Not a terrible theory.
Not a terrible theory.
Okay, what else?
Shot gloves we've covered. Right?
Shock gloves we've covered. What else can we talk about? Oh, somebody asked me how you DM me. Go on Threads and find me and send me a message.
Her threads handle was Tradwife Wilson.
No. Mm-mm.
I need a Silkwood scrub down after that. Yes.
Yes.
You heard it, Uncle Fatty. You heard Smack That playing.
My Threads handle is Renee saying hey. All one word. So RENEE saying hey.
I have noted some folks commenting in the thing here. Yes, electric fences, incredibly common. And in fact, I have put up electric fences. Mm-hmm. I've had my own ass shocked on electric fences. Mm-hmm. I did convince my best friend David one time to piss on an electric fence. It was delightful. It was amazing. He totally took the fucking bait. Cheers. Bannon had gender affirming care. He had his carbuncles removed.
Gender affirming.
Steve Bannon basically has what appears to be scrofula. The king's evil, they used to call it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, to this.
Back to the world. So we've got a lot of questions this week about the USF JFK, the aircraft carrier.
Yes.
Okay.
We want to, our heart really goes out to our men and women serving.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to their families, all the people that are concerned for them, their loved ones, the people serving on the ships. I am mortified. If it was your son or daughter or your husband or your wife on there or your child, I don't know how you would process what's going on right now. I will say that.
So
because it's bad. And saying it's bad is like saying, oh, I'm having a bad day. No. We've seen the text messages. We've seen they've done town halls with the families. If it wasn't a problem, they wouldn't be doing all of this stuff. I know that one poor guy who was on the flight deck, working on the flight deck, he had run out of contact lenses. I know what that's like because I use the dailies and you throw them away, and I can't like see properly without either my contacts or my glasses. So
yeah, Trump said they weren't deployed long enough yet. Fuck you.
Yeah, and I posted that. I'm like, long enough. I posted that whole quote with just remember, anybody voting for anybody with an R next to their name supports that and what they're doing to those families, those people. It's ridiculous. It's unconscionable.
And look, so just what is considered one of the hardest duty positions in the Navy is submariners, right? And they go out for 90 days or a little more in some cases. And that is considered extreme hard duty. You are isolated. The food runs down.
You're underwater.
You don't
see land or.
Now on a carrier, you generally are moving. You get resupply constantly. Mm-hmm. And the way they used to fly in the resupply was on the C2, the COD, they called it, the Greyhound. I have had 2 rides on the C2, both to an aircraft carrier in my misspent youth. And they are incredibly, they're tiny. They're like the size of a minivan. So they would still put food in those and fly it to the carrier. Well, they can't do that right now because the base in Bahrain, where the Fifth Fleet was headquartered, and Al Udeid in Qatar, they're flying the Ospreys now, the tilt rotors, right? They don't have the range to get out to where the carrier is. If it goes too close, the Iranians are going to sink it. If it goes, but they don't have the ability to fly cargo out to these ships, and the cargo isn't enough. These are 5,000 people.
Yeah.
And you have to go into a port to do this. They can't go to Bahrain.
Nope.
They are very fearful of going through the Red Sea now because the Houthis and their missiles, which they would have to go up and replenish. I think the nearest possibility would be Haifa. That would cause a lot of trouble too in Israel. But other than that, I mean, it's tough.
And it's like,
and the other way, the safe way, is Guam, which is a jillion miles.
But they have to take so much on a supply route. Like, it's not like
Patrick Diego doesn't have any resupply facilities. It's not really much of a port, frankly, and they don't really keep material there.
Yeah, Singapore's next closest.
Singapore's close, but Guam is the next full resupply port. In the Pacific.
Whatever ship they would send, if it was a resupply ship, would be such a huge target.
Yep.
It would be.
And where are they going to send it? They're going to have to send it around the Cape, which is going to take a month.
Yeah.
So this whole thing is because Trump did not understand strategy, and Keg's breath does not understand strategy. The magnetic launchers and steam cats.
Like,
I could go into that. Yeah, no care packages, no mail, no nothing. Okay. These guys are
women's supplies.
Yeah.
They don't have soap. Let's.
Yeah.
I looked at one of the videos of the showers and I'm like, well, okay, but like, so they don't have soap.
Yeah, Uncle Fatty, that's about right.
To wash their hands or clean anything. No laundry detergent. Water's an issue. They've run out of that.
Half the bathrooms aren't working.
The toilets aren't working. And well, they're not eating. So
the phrase you're thinking of, broken all broken, is amateurs talk tactics, professionals talk strategy, masters talk logistics. And logistics is the failure mode here.
Yeah.
They can't get a supply ship to this ship.
Nope.
Because they can't send one through the Red Sea right now because of the Houthis. They can't take the ship off station because it's supplying air cover and a variety of mission set activities for the war in Iran. And the reason you're not going to have a bunch of other carriers ready to roll onto the site is that some of them are now being taken offline to go have steam catapults installed.
Which is the dumbest thing ever.
Which is, let's go back to the 1920s, shall we? Because Trump, in his fucking deranged, dipshit, non-engineer, non-reader, non-thinker brain, thinks electric catapults are bad because steam catapults are better. And to replace them, you have to reconfigure the entire ship. You have to cut basically huge parts of the superstructure out of the ship and rebuild them. Look, here's the good thing about it. The Navy's going to slow roll him and jerk his dick about it and not do it. And 2 years from now, they'll be like, fuck you, we're not doing it. But this is an unbelievable offense. These guys have now been out there on the water without a port call, without resupply for 7 freaking months. Yes, Johnny, exactly. The emails, the electric landing system or electric launch system, folks, is a vastly simpler thing. And anybody who's worked with steam, it is dangerous. It is mechanically, you know this better than I do. And steam is mechanically dangerous. It's horrible maintenance. It's not reliable. But anyway, the whole story here, guys, comes down to this. Donald Trump got it into his head And no one was willing to say, sir, that's a dumb fucking idea. Especially Hegseth.
That's why I'm like, all the people.
There may be a contractor who's bribed the administration. I would not be surprised by that at all.
Well, yeah.
Trump wants to use coal to produce a steam. I haven't heard that. These are nuclear weapons.
Once again, that doesn't surprise me.
But it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe Donald Trump will go full steampunk and walk out with like a top hat with gears on it and a little eyepiece.
I can't.
So look, the Iran war is going to be a great failure in the history of this country. It is an unwinnable war. We have run through so many of our weapons. I wrote a piece called Condition Black a few months ago. You can look it up. Might be in a Friday brief a couple months ago, where when you're condition green, you have all the ammo you need. Condition black, you have almost none left. We are condition black on many of the key systems. So, but at least we have a special fancy 747 from Qatar that can totally protect itself from Iranian missile attacks. Oh, wait, it can't, which is what led us to the boy in the shopping cart.
So that whole situation, because when the media got a hold of it and they released it early and then they were subpoenaed and all of the nonsense that went along with it, when they knew it was real, they snuck him off the plane. We've seen videos now of the catering truck. And then what I was shocked about was they put him back on the plane. Before, when they landed, they put him back on through a catering truck and he went out like nobody's big deal. So there's been lots of reports of who was with him. There was the human printer and Walt Nada
and Dan Scavino.
And now we're hearing Dan Scavino was there and also Pete Hegseth.
So I want to say one thing about this situation that I think is really important to understand. I cannot find a single report. Johnny, that's exactly what I'm getting to, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot find a single report that the military aid was with it or without. I cannot find a single indication of that.
And what that means is,
for 3.5 hours, America's nuclear weapon system, America's deterrence system, was not in the hands of the president.
Mm-mm.
It was not under his control.
No.
One of the things about strategic operations, and this was my world, y'all. This was my universe when I was at the Pentagon, thinking about nuclear war. If you don't have continuity and control of your weapon system, other countries get really freaked the fuck out, especially China and Russia. Deterrence is built around the fact that there is a system that runs a certain way, that absolutely doesn't violate the rules. And leaving that system behind scares the shit out of me.
Like, we had that.
And look, I'm scared when he's got it, okay? Because one day he's going to wake up and go, I want to see the pretty fireworks.
I mean,
launch them.
One night we were
22 minutes, bit.
We were sitting here. Actually, we were laying in bed and we were talking about the whole situation of him being snuck on and snuck off the plane. Mm-hmm. And we had that thought of, wait a minute.
Where was the military aid?
Where was the aid with the football? And we got freaked out. I can honestly say, like, because you always see them, they're close by. And it really it got really, I don't know. And I don't like, there's almost like a weird, like, should we even be talking about this? But yes, we should, because it's important. But it almost scares me to even talk about it because the national security
implications.
I just, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody in the media has even reported any of this or asked the question that I've seen. I don't know about you.
Listen, no, I was
I have
digging
not
into this.
seen
I was in a rabbit hole on this
Mhm.
yesterday, trying to find any reference to it. And I shot a question yesterday to a retired 4-star who's a friend of mine. I haven't got an answer back on it yet, if he had heard anything. But this was, well, the problem is you cannot delegate.
You can't delegate it.
You cannot
And
delegate.
they didn't know he was taken off the plane.
So you can delegate once you are under attack. You can delegate to subsidiary commands, but you can't delegate. You can't just hand. Donald Trump can't just say, "Here, Natalie, you're in charge of the nukes now." Doesn't work that.
Or I'm getting off the plane, Marco.
It's up to over to you, Marco.
You can fire him at will. Moving on.
The madness of this is going to rile me forever. And I do believe.
How long was the football? About 3.5 hours.
About 3.5 hours
was the flight.
So, and look, I hope they release something that says military aid was with him the whole time. I hope they do. I hope they do. But there's no story that has any coverage of this at all.
We don't know who had it.
But we have been told the people that were on the plane with him were only Hart, Scavino, Nauta, Hegseth. And by the way, just so you guys know, the Secretary of Defense does not have the nuclear codes, does not have launch authority, does not have any role to play except to counsel the president on the strategic implications of his decision making. And you can imagine Pete Hegseth, it does not have the capability mentally or intellectually or morally to counsel you on anything at all.
Okay.
You would be shocked how easy it is for the president to launch a nuclear weapon. You'd be shocked. It would scare the living fuck out of you. There's no real friction in the system. It's meant to go fast.
Yeah.
You know, watch House of Dynamite.
House of Dynamite. That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, don't watch it just because Idris is in it.
Murder boner. That's exactly what he did.
But I would tell you, watch House of Dynamite. If you want to have a moment about how fast it goes, where people are, how they pull, like, you will have a moment.
Yep.
And you will be.
It will scare the shit out of you.
It will scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, Countdown is a great movie, Johnny.
Countdown.
The Looking Glass. Yeah.
There's a bunch of good things out there, but that one in particular.
I went out to a class one time at F.E. Warren Air Force Base. They called it the Rocket Ranch. Frankie Warren's Rocket Ranch. That was teaching like young executives and young appointees like how it all worked. And the idea that there's like 10 layers of bureaucracy between the president and a nuclear bomb ain't true.
No.
Yeah, and Fazlane is yeah. Yeah, it would be nuclear Armageddon. It would lead to the end of the world. Even and I wrote a piece about this a few weeks ago. Even a single limited demonstration strike in the middle of the desert, all bets are off. Everywhere.
Who knows? Because I don't.
A lot of retired generals are speaking up.
They're speaking up, but they're not speaking up about that football situation.
No. Well, we're going to know. I think a lot of them are holding their fire to find out what the story is.
Yeah.
But if we determine that the nuclear codes were left on another plane, there is no delegation authority like that. Unless the president is proven to be dead, there is no delegation authority. Unless there's a predetermined launch operational plan in the PSYOP that pre-delegates out to the subsidiary commands. Just ain't how it works.
And speaking of dead, where's our friend Mitch McConnell?
Well, Mitch is in a
Mitch
is in a cryo chamber, and they're going to try to revive him again. But he's managed to vote in the Senate a couple times.
And we have to have a talk about this whole. I don't know how he voted in the Senate.
You're not allowed to proxy vote in the Senate.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed. And my whole thing is they wouldn't let those women who just have babies proxy vote. They made them
right.
child on chest, come in and vote. But they're letting McConnell. And so all of my thing is, you better keep track of all those votes if he's voting. Because if he's been dead a while, I'm just saying, if and when we find out he's been dead, like, I don't know, 2 months now.
Yeah.
There's some explaining to do.
There's a suspect. Lucy, you have some explaining to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I look. I think Mitch McConnell is permanently cognitively impaired.
Come here.
And
Everybody wants.
listen, and I know Bashir is trying to find the legal way to do this. The problem is that the state legislature changed the law a few years ago to prevent the governor from doing what the governor wants to do. So he's pushing on it, but it's tough.
Yeah, they can't do laundry.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever be back.
Um,
I don't think he's done. Okay, so
let's keep going.
so I went to California
He went to California last week.
this week.
This week.
I got up at 3:30 in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah.
She wanted to drive me. I was like, absolutely effing not. You're gonna
So
stay in bed and look beautiful. I gotta get him. You know it. You know I do.
So I stayed. I did not take him to the airport because it was only basically like 1 night, 2 nights.
It was
2
30
nights.
hours.
30 hours he was gone. So I kissed Alton and like I got anyway.
What does that mean?
No, it's Elton because he sheds.
So yeah, I flew out Sunday early, got to California, threw my bag in the hotel, raced to a fundraiser that afternoon, went back to the hotel, did some calls and some call time, work, and then crashed out. Woke up. The next day I did call time most of the day and interviews, and then a big fundraiser that night out in the Palisades, which guys, oh my God, the Palisades is just so depressing. While you drive down a street, the construction still hasn't been permitted because the California Coastal Commission's like, no. But you'll see like perfectly fine house, burned out house, 3 empty lots, another burned out house, 4 empty lots, a fine house. You could never tell how it was going to go, but it had very gracious hosts out there for a good fundraiser for a Lincoln project. And it was nice. It was very nice. And then got on the red eye, left the fundraiser, went straight to the airport, got on the red eye, took a shower at the Delta Sky Club.
That is, if y'all
guys,
don't know,
if you want a travel hack of all travel hacks,
if you check out of your hotel in the morning and then you don't have a flight until that night and you're schlepping luggage and all of that all day, and then you have a red eye, get the key and shower. Just
go to if you're in the Delta Sky Club, go use that shower. They clean them out after every person. Mm-hmm. They're really nice. Mm-hmm. And if you're flying the red eye especially, you want that.
Shower before you get on, change your clothes. I tend to, the last time when my son and I, when V and I traveled, we got into the club and I went in and changed clothes because we've been running around all day.
Right, you went from activities to the airport.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not. We are changing clothes, get fresh, freshen up. If you don't use the shower, they don't have one. Just freshen up, change your clothes. You'll feel better. Fly comfy. Anywho. But
so I want to talk about. Can we talk about?
One quick thing. I want to remind you, speaking of travel, if you guys don't have global entry, 2 little things about global entry. If you have TSA pre-check, just jump up and do global entry because it includes TSA pre-check. People are up in arms right now because the new American Express stuff does not include global entry anymore.
Yeah. Who knew?
They took that away. Anyway, they don't pay for it, but it's still worth it. It's like $150, but it does help with everything. It includes pre-check. The only issue is you used to have to go make an appointment to do your interview after they cleared you. And then they changed it when I was coming back from Spain. When I got off the plane and went through customs, I just went into the pre-check or the global entry office. They asked me a couple questions and I was done. You can do it when you are returning. I think you can do it when you are leaving too at the airport. It just has to be open. And in Tallahassee, we don't have a global entry port here. The closest one is Tampa. It's either Tampa or Miami.
Yeah.
And so
which I don't understand why it's not Orlando, which has a massive international.
I don't understand either, or Jacksonville, because it's a port too for cruises. Anyway, so the closest ones really were kind of here or Atlanta.
There has been a Zurich request if you'd like to.
I'll get him in a minute. And they opened up. I posted it on my threads. In the next couple weeks, they are taking appointments to do your global entry stuff
all over the place
at Tallahassee and at Jacksonville,
and all over the country.
Rick is going into Jacksonville to do his, so at least we'll have that coming soon. But and also one other note for global entry. Now you used to, when I changed my name, I had to actually go back to a global entry site previously and take all my paperwork and stand in line just to do the name change on it. They have changed that rule. I posted it on my threads. I'm super happy. I saw it on newlynamed.com. And here's the thing. So on newlynamed.com, they told me how to do it. You just go in and update and scan your passport, put it in there.
Bada boom.
And bada boom. They said it would take 3 to 8 weeks. It was done in 3 days.
So God bless TSA.
And here's the other weird little thing. If you have global entry, you only need the card if you're going to Canada or Mexico.
Rabia Shinsha.
Thank
you for that note. That is correct.
If you are flying out of the country, going to like Europe or Asia or wherever, you do not need to carry your TSA card. So even though my global entry card, I updated my name. I didn't even need a new card, but I went ahead and bought one because I wanted it in case we decide to go to Canada because bam. Anyway, it's a topic. Anyway, because it's been coming up on Instagram. Hang on 1 second.
People are asking you questions.
So I know, but I wanted to say that you don't need to carry it unless you are going to Mexico or Canada. You don't need, if your name changes, it updates automatically and it's attached to your passport. So you do not have to carry your card, with you when you travel, which is really nice. What was the question?
Someone was asking you about your name.
The SAVE Act. So we voted. We can talk about that.
Yeah, we voted. We voted on Saturday of last week. We talked about it already. We did that.
We didn't have a problem. I did not have a problem with the SAVE Act. And here's the funny thing. So when I got married, when I went to get my new updated driver's license, after I got my Social Security card done,
right.
I went and got my new driver's license. And because of Motor Voter, do you all remember that? MTV, thank God, Motor Voter, forever ago, Clinton.
Yep.
I remember Clinton playing the sax, Motor Voter.
Yep.
Anyway, so Motor Voter still exists. And when I got my new driver's license, they said, would you like to update your voter registration? I said, yes, I would. And they said, okay, you'll get your new card in the mail. And damned if I did. I did not have a problem. I don't know about some of these places and the SAVE Act and how that's going to be a problem, but
the SAVE Act isn't going to pass, so we're
not going to pass.
Yeah.
But I have not had a problem. But I just wanted to bring attention to the global entry. do it. The clear now, I can still use my clear, which is weird. Even though I didn't have TSA pre-check, the whole thing was, I didn't understand any of it, but Clear updated my name. It wasn't a problem, but Clear now has different levels, and you can do Clear with TSA pre-check and Clear without TSA pre-check. I don't quite understand why you would have Clear and not have TSA pre-check, but that's a whole other question for a different day. But I have Clear. It works. The people are nice, and I like being scooted to the front of the line, even though they look at you and everybody in line makes a face at you.
They do. Hey, so somebody asked a question about AOC.
Oh,
guys,
use global entry card as your ID on a domestic.
I have been around
Thank you, Sharon.
a very long time. I've been involved in many campaigns.
You're young and spring and spry.
Yeah,
And sexy.
I still got that. I still got that business. I know when somebody's running for president.
Yeah.
She's running for president.
Who?
AOC. She's running for president. Guys, there are going to be 25 Democrats in the race. And here's my rule right now. Don't think about it. We have a major race this year. We've got work to do. We got to win the fucking Senate. We got to win the House. I'm not thinking about anybody running for 2028 right now.
Nope.
Even though I've had some phone calls with people who I'm going to think about running. Okay, fine, great. Go out. And I've told a couple people now who've talked to me who really are serious. People want to do it. Okay, the best thing you can do is go out and raise money and go to states and help Democrats win congressional seats and win Senate seats. That's what you should be doing.
That's
Put your own bullshit aside. Go work to elect people so that you build credibility and you have credibility. And I'll give you a quick example of how it works. When you go to a state as a candidate, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat for president, you have to work and find favors and get people to help you and get networks of people to help you raise money and get networks of people to help you build infrastructure and find the right campaign folks. And if you just show up one day, parachute in, the answer in most states is like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we don't know you.
When Mitt Romney ran for president in 2012, he had spent 2 years before going around to chicken dinners in Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina. And that is an important way to build the network you need to win. You can never build your own network fast enough and big enough, but you have to build a network of other networks. Now, if she's going to do that by helping people get elected, that's great. But I'm not talking about presidential races until after the election this year. Somebody mentioned David Jolly. Alana, David is kicking ass. Oh, there's Zurich. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Yes.
He's a good boy.
He's a fine boy. I took him to the vet the other day.
All the cats went to the vet.
Every cat went to the vet this week.
He's a good boy.
He's a fine fellow.
He's a cutie.
He's steady.
So here's the thing. What happened in the vet? We want to talk about the vet real quick.
Sure.
I know. So every day.
Thank you, Laura.
I had to take.
Talarico has a chance. He's going to win it.
I had to take the cats. First went Elton on Monday.
He is a little panther.
He is a panther. And I took Elton on Monday, Squeaker on Tuesday. Rick took, thank God, because I had a late call on Thursday.
Right.
He took Zurich to the vet. Cats are expensive. Anyway.
Cats are an expensive hobby.
They're an expensive hobby. So we took all the cats to the vet. Do not, even if your cats are indoor cats, y'all get their shots. Get their shots. Take care of them. Do the blood work. Zurich is 7. Elton is 2. Beaky is 11. Beaky is having, they needed to look at her blood work a little bit more.
No, she's not 11. She's 14. I'm telling you.
No, she's not. I have
she
pictures.
She came here in 2012.
No. I have the receipts, the pictures of her in the dress. Anyway.
Oh my God.
So
that was another life ago.
So
can you cook your own pizza in that oven?
Yes. It's a stove.
I have a pizza oven.
No, not on this oven because this oven doesn't work. Anyway,
It does
So-
work. Every oven in there works.
no, it doesn't.
It just
Anyway.
you're just at risk of life and limb if you're
we
not
don't
right.
we don't like this oven. Anyway,
I
so
do.
all the cats went to the vet. Everybody was okay, but Z is going to have dental surgery. He's going to have some teeth, I think, removed. 1 or 2, I think, is canine. He's going to have to do. We're watching one of Beaky's teeth. But other than that, they're all in pretty good health. Beaky lost a little bit more weight. So Beaky and Alton are actually both 11 pounds.
That oven is a concussion waiting to happen. Why?
Oh.
Why, yes.
Oh my God. We talked about redoing. We're so tangenting, but we're drinking. This, getting rid of the arch and taking it all the way up
With
To here?
with a beam.
with a beam and replacing.
Because
You can see.
I would just
Okay,
like
wait.
to show you what has happened.
Can we show you?
Seven
Wait,
other
can I
times.
touch this?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so
Well, that doesn't really swivel very well.
no, I know, but I'm
That's right.
like showing
Hey,
them.
I'm gonna go work on my thing on the stove.
And he bams.
100.
We do it all the time. So that's hang on, I can touch it down real quick.
It's gonna reset itself because it's got a mind of its own.
So the stove is down there.
It is neither wood nor electric. It is gas and electric.
It's gas and electric.
The top is gas, the bottom is electric. The 4 ovens are electric.
It's a lot.
But I have a pizza oven out back.
Yeah, the pizza oven's out back. It's really good for making peppers in too.
Yes.
when we
Yes.
okay, I have a 4-month-old. I spent 4,000 on cat dental. Oh my God,
That's
I
a
know.
lot.
I am like, we got the whole quote for what Z's teeth may or could be. Oh God. Y'all. Every day I was like, how much is today? It's it's a lot. But no, the arch is nice. The kitchen, we talked about doing. I'm not sure. We'll do. Everybody's got pet things. Everybody has been in the pets, man. So we have to take Z in to get his teeth done, which they put him under. Oh my God, I know. The bills are crazy. This week has been it's painful. Anyway, we have to take Jane in to get her teeth cleaned. So that's going to be something. Yeah, all of the venture capitalists and all the private equity are buying up all of the veterinary clinics now. And oh my God, they're making a fortune. No, we do not declaw. We do not declaw. That's terrible. I'm not even for trimming a dog's tail. I think that's bad too. I don't like it. But I'm telling you, these cats, like there's a lot of people that I know with doggy health insurance or kitty health insurance. And I am thinking about that now because it is something.
Kitten care.
Kitten care. What are you doing? Oh. Anyway. So
okay.
what else? Let's keep going. It's 5 o'clock.
Oh my God, we gotta keep rolling.
What are we gonna talk
Todd Blanche sucks. Let me play this clip. Let me play this clip for you guys, just so you can have a feeling of
Let's see if this works. We're trying something
the
new today.
unprecedented nature of an Attorney General of the United States going to a political rally.
Let's see.
If anybody touches a federal law enforcement officer in any way inappropriate, we will prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law.
Okay. So,
Did they hear the whole thing?
did you guys have audio on that?
Did y'all see that? Anyway, if not, there's a lot of people clipping it and showing it.
So I would just like to ask Todd Blanche in the most diplomatic way possible. What about the cops on January 6th, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Are you going to go after those people? Oh, wait, you won't, because Trump pardoned 1,700 terrorists. And I'm going to tell you, this is a rant from me, but you're going to get it. The people that engaged that day attacking the Capitol were terrorists.
100%.
They were not protesters or tourist visit. They were fucking terrorists. They were Donald Trump's terrorists, his jihadis sent to attack the Capitol. In our lifetimes, there have been 2 plots to attack the U.S. Capitol. One was on January 6th by Donald Trump, and it succeeded. The second that happened before this was by Osama bin Laden, and only by the bravery of the passenger on Flight 93 storming the cockpit and crashing the plane did he not strike the U.S. Capitol. But Donald Trump did. So if you're wondering, is Donald Trump better than Osama bin Laden at something? Well, yes, that's the one thing he was better than Osama bin Laden at. Yeah. It infuriates me. And we are friends with Mike Fanone and Harry Dunn and Danny Hodges and a bunch of other guys who were beaten and abused and struck with flags and sprayed with bear spray and threatened that day. And absolutely, the people that Trump pardoned need to be on a fucking list. And maybe we can't prosecute them again. But I want to get those people at some point on a list where they cannot be hired, where they will be shamed and humiliated and chased into oblivion. And when Mike Collins, who's running in Georgia against John Ossoff, came out this week and was like, oh, I think we should pay them people who got hurt on January 6th. We need a fund for them people. The victims were the protest. Fuck you, Collins. And I knew your dad, who was a much better man than you by an order of magnitude, you piece of shit. These people like Todd Blanche, when he says, oh, well, if somebody lays a finger on a cup, we're going to go after them. How you can stand up there with a straight face and say that is astounding.
Let's roll back real quick to that whole day, because I sat and watched him.
Yes, Johnny.
After he got anointed, we'll say that. Him make the speech as the new Attorney General.
Good speechwriter work.
And I don't know who wrote that speech. It really was a great speech. And I sat there and listened to him do the speech in front of all of those people and was almost sick to my stomach because the speech was so good. And meaning it was so good because it was so thoughtful.
It was correctly written.
It was so well written.
As if he were a normal AG.
And had anyone else been giving it, it was amazing. But the fact that he was, and I did a little rant post on Threads about it because I was like, I cannot believe he made that speech. Like, I sat there and I was like, what in God's name?
Who is this guy?
Like, who is this guy? I want to like this guy, but I don't like this guy because he's a liar. Let's just start there. And what he did to the victims, all the Epstein victims, all of that, meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell, like the list goes on. And I was just like, I can't believe this is going on. I'm so mad. But then after that speech, he has to go to court.
Right. To fight Katie Fang.
Our
friend.
About the Epstein files and the redactions and all of that. And then that night, I believe, was that rally.
Yeah, that night was rally.
So that full circle of a day was something.
Yeah, I will say, Bits column, you mentioned Liz Cheney, who absolutely.
Where is she? I have not seen.
She's taken some time.
I know.
She's taken some time. But, you know, a lot of people in our audience are not Dick Cheney fans, but I worked for him, and I will never be more proud than the fact that he was on death's door, barely able to stand. His heart system was at the end. I made that final ad like, that's not me, that's not our party, that's not who we should be, and we're not going to vote for him. And the number of people in the old Republican Party who had any integrity whatsoever was very small. And you ought to look at them sometimes, because they remember that what is there today in the form of the Blanches and the Patels and the Trumps and the Witkoffs and the Kushners and the Bessents and all these other people. This is a continuously growing criminal enterprise. They are criminals. They are robbing this country blind. They are criminals. And by the way, somebody asked about Bruce Blakeman. Bruce Blakeman, I know Bruce. Bruce has the charisma of a toaster oven. He's going to get whooped like a rented mule. He's going to get beat down so hard, you won't even be able to find him after this. He's going to be in the witness protection program. He's going to get beat so bad. And by the way, I want to say this about Katie Fang real quick.
Woo, girl.
When MSN fired her, they were like, oh, she's a woman with too much attitude, too much of a voice. She has done the Lord's work here.
She has. And
I got to tell you, there are a lot of U.S. state attorney generals who could have done this from the beginning in Democratic states. And fuck you for not, Rob Bonta and Keith Ellison. All these people, there were ties to Epstein's victims in all these states, and not one of them that I know of has done the work.
They haven't done the work.
Katie Fang has done it on a shoestring, on her own knowledge and intensity. God love her. And, I used to love going on her show when I was on MSN all the time with her. And I think she is doing some of the best work in this country and showing that citizens can fight this fucking machine.
Yeah. Smart people.
Yeah. I'm curious about the Lakers deal too, guys.
Oh.
Now, I know Iger's in it, but look, Iger's got money. I like Bob. But he doesn't have $12 billion. And Josh Kushner doesn't have $12 billion either, for that matter. So,
we need to talk.
Oh, speaking of which, Renee read this to me this morning, and I was like, "Are you?"
And somebody just put it in the chat. And somebody put it in my chat. Okay, let's talk about
the Trump Bank.
The Trump Bank.
Anybody here on the chat trust your money in Trump Bank? Just say yes or no in the chat. I'm curious.
So they have been allowed to basically open a bank.
I would rather give my money to a random crack addict.
So here's the thing. If they can't operate a children's cancer foundation.
Right, without stealing from it.
Now they're saying they can have a bank. Let's talk about that.
I mean, guys, I think you would be better off dropping all your money out of an airplane and hoping you could find it later. You would be better off calling up,
investing in one of the MSM things.
Right. You'd be calling up, doing multi-level marketing. You'd be better off picking random internet scams to invest your money in. You'd be better off responding to the Nigerian king messages.
Oh my God, because he loves you and wants to marry you. If you'll only catch this chat.
Yes, Talarico's going to win.
I understand what. Once again, there are no adults running the government.
Right. There are plenty of sophisticated criminals running the government.
It's all criminals. These people are criminals. They're all criminals.
Donald Trump is a criminal. Jared Kushner is a criminal.
They're
Donald Jr. is a criminal. Eric is a criminal. Barron is a criminal. Melania is a criminal. Every person involved in the Trump criminal enterprise. And by the way, I know everybody's worried, well, Trump's going to pardon everybody. He's not going to do it till it's too late. Donald Trump is going to pardon people. He thinks he's not going to pardon them so he can keep them under control until the very end. There's a real chance, guys, one day the Big Mac effect just goes and he falls over.
But here's my thing. Do you think they won't tell anybody and then they'll use auto pen to do pardons?
So I'm going to give
nobody
everybody
will know.
a sneak peek into my new book.
I'm just
There's a
saying.
chapter
Ooh.
that discusses a hypothetical situation where Donald Trump dies in 2027. I'm going to leave it right there, but I will tell you, AI and Fox News will combine and they will protect him till it.
I think that they are going to do something. All I know is whatever's going to happen is not going to be good.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
This is a delicious cocktail.
Oh,
Thank you, wife.
thank you.
So somebody asked about Mike Lawler. We have an ad going up soon against Mike Lawler. He is one of my least favorite human beings on earth. He is a lying shitbird liar who lies. And Mike Lawler is exactly the kind of guy who goes out and says, I'm an independent voice for New York, and I don't vote for Trump 97%, except he does. He is absolutely one of Trump's little bitches.
I can't.
And he has insulted the people of his district and the people of New York. And it is astounding to me.
Yeah.
Go with Kate. Kate's doing good. Okay. Yeah, the sellouts in corporate America are extensive. There are a lot of sellouts in corporate America. And woman,
We're not going to talk about that.
we're not talking about that. It's gonna get loose around here, y'all. We're not driving anywhere the rest of the night. Let's put it that way. Oh, Jerry the King. Yep. But Mike is a really disingenuous little shitbird scumbag.
Yep.
Somebody asked about Nick LaLota. I have not followed that race as closely as I did last time. We were, of course, John Avalon's a good friend of ours, and we were really supporting John last time around. But I have not followed the race this time in New York 1.
We need to also talk about Madison Cawthorn. 19.
Oh my God! In the 19th
19.
district in Florida, guys.
He's running in for Brian Donald's seat.
If you want to look at a district that is both the capital of MAGA in a very red state, e.g., Florida,
Very wealthy area. Naples.
very posh.
Very posh.
Madison Cawthorn, what is it, like 19 people are running in the 19th? It's some insane number.
It's like 15 Republicans,
Right.
bunch of Democrats, some independents, some write-in. There's like 20 people.
Collins is another guy, Chris Collins, who moved down.
Yes, Madison Cawthorn is running, Debbie. Darby Mack.
He was the R2D2 of right-wing sex parties. Yes.
He moved down there and is running down there.
And he's been arrested a couple times, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, there's C's back again. Hello, sir. But look, Florida, I want to have a quick run on Florida.
Yeah, let's talk about Florida real quick.
If you're Byron Donalds this week and you're already confronting the fact that so Byron has spent $40 million.
I don't understand how he spent $40 million.
It's Florida. It's expensive.
It's very expensive to run here.
So I'll give you a great example, guys. Back in 1998, I was sitting in a meeting for a very famous person who was running for governor. And it was like, we're going to have to budget $500,000 a week for media statewide. Now you need to budget $5 million a week statewide. It's insane. But Byron has spent $40 million. His approval rating when he started was 40. His approval rating now is 41. That ain't working. So Jolly is tied or up with a bunch of polls. The primaries this week, Jolly's going to win it easily.
Just remember, tomorrow is the last day for early voting.
If you're a Florida resident,
if you're
yes.
Florida.
A 40? I think you've had a cocktail. I love that about you now.
Tomorrow is the last day for early voting, and then Tuesday is the actual primary.
Yeah.
day.
And so Jolly's going to win the primary, blown away.
We might have to. I don't know.
We
do
might go
something.
live. We might go
We
live.
might go live.
Would you guys like
Would
a
you
live
like
on
to go
election
live?
night live?
On Tuesday night, we could do a little, as the results come in.
I like this. We should do it.
We might do that
I got nothing on Tuesday night.
on Tuesday night. We could do that.
The kids usually play if they retain the House and Senate. I suggest to all of you have a bug out bag pack is the answer, but they're not. Okay, they're going to have a very difficult election night this year. There are 3 or 4 different pathways where the Democrats take the Senate, and there are 0 pathways where the Republicans take the House. Why are there so many closet gay politicians?
Okay. I have a theory.
The pig. No, just Casey didn't run. We really wanted Casey to run.
I had a theory about that. I feel like I see a lot of ads up here lately. And I'm telling you,
Oh my God.
they are, first of all, they're awful. 2, they're like, ooh, boy, like,
There's one candidate running up here.
oh my God.
And he's like,
y'all.
I will fight the immigrant horde with Donald Trump. I'm like, and he's a Republican. I'm like, oh my God.
Anyways, listen to me. I'm just
I'm like,
saying
and his
that,
makeup and eyebrows were quite spectacular.
So so my whole thought is like, I get that they're
Casey is worse than her.
married.
Yes.
But my thought is they're all running for different races at the same time, so they can spend over half the year with each other and share a house in DC.
Sharon, you are brilliant.
Is that true? Do you think?
Yeah, a lot of them do the boys' houses in DC.
I
Look, a lot of mentions of Josh Hawley in the thing here. Josh Hawley loves his wife dearly, and she is perfect for him, except that she lacks a penis. That's the only thing that's wrong with the
Well,
relationship.
you don't know.
I do.
But when they kiss like this, that's not.
The grinder twin, the grinder thing. So, guys, years ago in 2012, I wrote this piece about the Republican convention in Tampa. And I was advising my straight Republican friends not to go to strip clubs in Tampa because they were all owned by one guy named Joe Redner.
Joe Redner.
And if Joe didn't openly own it, he secretly owned it, right?
Mons Venus.
Mobbed up to his dick. I mean, the guy was, and I told them, I'm like, you're going to think I should go out to Kitty McTitty's Boom Boom Room tonight and we get a lap dance because she's going to love me.
No.
All that shit, right?
Yeah, no.
And I remember at the time, a buddy of mine said, well, what about the other guys, the Pink Mafia guys? I'm like, they're going to be in Ybor City. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And they were.
They were.
Plato's Retreat. Oh my God, Bits Column. Jesus, that's OG.
Wow.
But look, there is a fraction of the Republican Party that is gay. And Matt Schlapp, hello.
Gay.
And these people, and the only reason it's worth talking about is how much they hate gay people. Cigar City Mafia is an excellent book, Sinister Elephant. It's right on the shelf behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And Tampa, of course, the Traficante family, of course. Let's just say there's a Wilson family connection, not related to exact criminality.
We will talk about that.
We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah. Grandma Dottie.
Yeah, Grandma Dottie. Even, by the way, so CC Ryder, I'm going to change the subject slightly. Even like Radio Mom Beat down in Miami now, they're like, what the fuck is this with Trump?
Yeah, they're all.
It is really switching. And interesting, the Mons Venus is one of the biggest ones, Uncle Fatty.
Yeah.
But across the street is the famous 2001: A Space Odyssey with the UFO on the roof.
Yes.
With the UFO on the
You
roof.
can go.
I'm told that.
I'm told that.
I've heard that. And the other one that was the subject of a big scandal with a zoning scandal was on the Causeway, the Tanga Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
The Tanga. And that was right next to what was the restaurant there called? The Mullet Inn. Used to be there on the Causeway. And when I was 9 years old, I got on my bike and I rode to the Mullet Inn and I ate raw oysters. And my grandmother had to come and pick me up because it was a storm. And they were like, "Are you here alone?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes.
I was an adventure kid.
Okay. Coming back full circle. Back home.
It's a circle of life.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Let's talk about.
If you don't hate flock cameras, you
Oh.
aren't thinking about flock cameras enough.
Okay, I want to talk about one thing with flock cameras. Everybody's focused on the flock, and I understand that. I get it. It's bad. I've seen the Facebook post, y'all. You're Delulu. All I'm saying is Delulu. They're saying, if you don't do anything wrong, why bother? It's not worth it. Y'all. No, that's not the way this works.
No.
So here's the thing. The flock cameras they figure out your car information.
They read your bumper stickers
They
now.
read your bumper stickers. They do and you have to look and see which direction the flock camera is pointed to. I've seen them pointed at some flock camera. The one that everybody was looking at this week was pointed at a apartment complex's pool.
Oh, because that's
was
not
right over
that's
the
not
fence.
creepy at all.
Looking at the pool. Weird. But the thing about flock cameras, they do a lot of different things.
Oh, Buster Square.
And there is a whole thing on Have You Been Flocked? There's a website and
Yeah,
you
there's
can
deep
look.
flock and have
Now,
you been flocked.
But I have a question about that, which people are questioning. Like, if you go to that site and put in your tag information, are they tracking you putting in
I
their
mean, who
tag?
knows?
Who knows? But once in a while, like going back to the whole flock camera,
Yes, Cynthia.
when they deregulated the red light cameras here in Tallahassee and around the state, they still use that data. They offload it every night, and they're still tracking you going through. So I get flock, and I get that people are mad at flock, but there are still other cameras that the city has bought and paid for and making a profit
Yep. And
on the data they're
some
selling.
cities are
every
selling the
night.
data not just to law enforcement, but to advertisers.
So they're selling the data. So don't just say flock camera. And there is a website where you can see all the flock cameras like
Deflock.
in your neighborhood
Deflock.org.
or what?
Deflock.org.
Deflock.org. But it's also the red light cameras where they're recording you, tracking you, and selling that data to other people. And we're saying because we absolutely know that they're doing it because they did it to me, they did it to my child, and they did it to Rick.
And I'll tell you how we know this. Because when Mike Flynn sued me for $20 million, yay. Which if he had won, good luck getting $20 million out of me. We found out in the court filings that the private detective that they used traffic camera data to track my car, her car, and her son's car.
Yep. My child, my underage child. So stop saying.
And just so you guys remember, I beat Mike Flynn like a fucking dog.
So going back to all of this, do not think it's just flock, which just letting y'all know those flock cameras, like for the people who really are completely against renewable energy, they run on solar.
Yeah.
Anyway, they run on solar energy. They do have some gold and some copper on the inside of those. I've heard
several ounces of gold.
I've heard ounces of gold.
In fact, I hear they're worth more than a catalytic converter.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And there's funny, I've seen a couple posts today where people are spraying the expanding foam over them.
Yes.
And they're going around the backside and so they don't get caught. Anyway, I've heard that. I'm just saying I've heard that. So don't just think It's just block cameras. It's
It's
also
Leonardo.
it's all those
And-
city cameras. It's all somebody just posted in the chat. That's if you see me looking down because I'm looking at the Substack chat. That it's also the Ring doorbells. You can let your data for all your Ring stuff go out to the police, go to the neighborhood,
Right.
all of that. The problem is like, yeah, there is some good use to them. Like when an elderly person may do a silver alert where they get behind the wheel and they disappear, you can track them. Yes. But by and large, 99%, they're using it for not the right thing. They're tracking women. That cop that got busted because his ex-girlfriend, they were tracking her to try and figure out where she was. It's all the cameras, and it's not about I've done nothing wrong. That's not
the case in Texas where they used Flock to track a woman who drove to another state to get an abortion that was medically necessary and she couldn't get in Texas, and they prosecuted her. That should have been it.
That's it.
If your community has Flock cameras, and interestingly enough, they are unpopular with Democrats and Republicans. And Republicans even there are some that are like, you don't
The
do
Republicans
anything.
don't want to see what they're getting busted seeing or doing or going.
But there was a case the other day where a Flock camera was put up outside a gun range in Ocala, and oh my Lord, it got up to the congressional level almost instantaneously.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep, I was on Wednesday or Thursday.
We got a lot of gun ranges here.
Oh yeah, we
in
do.
the state. Oh, and speaking of that, the law changed. Did it not?
Oh yes.
Did they miss the law?
They did not appeal the law, so now suppressors are legal, and then you don't have to go through the background check on those.
No.
Short barrel rifle, short barrel shotguns,
and flashbang grenades.
yes, and certain destructive devices.
Up here, you can buy flashbang grenades now.
Now I'm not going to say we don't have a flashbang grenade already,
But I'm just saying, the average person can they go out and buy a flashbang grenade now?
Yeah.
Is that how that works? So you don't have to be pre-checked or anything?
no, I have an explosives license. As you know.
That's different.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying for our viewing audience.
Yes.
Can
And
you
so now you can buy a suppressor now
mhm.
without going through a multi-month procedure. You can just buy it with the normal background check.
Yeah.
There's a 4473 background check when you buy any gun in America at a gun store. You have to go through a federal background check. 4473 is what it's called. So now suppressors you still have to go through that background check. You can't buy them at Kmart or Walmart or whatever. You have to go through the background check, but you don't have to go through the multi-month check. Now, I will say, guys, I love suppressors. Okay, I do. Because for those of you who watch too many movies, you think a suppressor makes your gun go, pew. No.
It doesn't.
It makes it less like listening to a jet engine going off in your ear and more like listening to a jackhammer. But it helps. I'm told 3D printers can make them.
Mhm.
In fact, I have
I'm
one
told.
that the one I picked up today was printed by that I bought and did the background check.
Yeah.
It was printed by a metal printer. So
there's different, like, in case you guys weren't aware, the 3D printers, there's lots of different kinds of 3D printers.
sintering metal printers, yeah.
So there's ones that do like basic filament.
Yeah, PLA.
It's just like plastic. Think of it as plastic. And then it goes up from there. My boss, before he retired, had the coolest thing on his desk that was 3D printed, and it was metal. It was like liquid metal. That was a 3D printer. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So there's all different types of 3D printers out there at all different levels. I personally like the ones that make the 3D printers that make the cat helmets. I like those.
Hang on.
But there are fun things that people are doing with. My son made a lot of things with Rick for his outfit for a con, like one of those Comic-Con things. Very cool. Let's see.
So
We saw this. I am the Batman. So this was made with a 3D printer, and you can see big ear holes in it, and it's for the cat. And we put it on Z because hilarious. It is big in the D&D space. My son plays a lot of D&D too, and I played D&D when I was much younger. But D&D has made a comeback. Rick too played. Yes, Kitty could wear it. They're so cute though, but it's a cool, and this is a really interesting, this is just like a plastic filament. But there's a lot of different things. But you got to do different tips, and my friends do all sorts of things. He's made like downspouts for his house and all sorts of things. We use them at the lab too. The machine shop 3D prints a lot of very tiny pieces that are really hard to machine. They're easier to 3D print. So we use those a lot too. Real quick, while Rick walked away, I'll do some science stuff real quick. Thank you to everyone who made comments about the changes to universal guidance for the federal government for grant making. It did not pass in the Senate when they passed the CR. The one thing that she actually, clutch your pearls, did right was they did not, I'm saying that in jest. She's like, oh, I'm
going to do this right thing just this once.
Oh God. So they did not pass the universal guidance changes in the Senate. I was super happy about that. That was amazing. So I spoke about it, oh God, several weeks ago, where there was a lot of grant making changes to the rules. Now, whether or not they'll actually care about it is a whole other thing. There was over 500,000 comments. Normally there's a couple hundred. But there was over 500,000 comments that people had questions, concerns on the changes to federal grant making, which affect all of us. And it's not just academics and higher ed, it's also a lot of the private companies also have grants too. So I don't know where that was. Hang on, let me look back there. I saw National Science Foundation. Yeah, that we're still at a problem with the National Science Board and NSF staff. They have kicked NSF out of the building that was built for them. They are all working remote because they're redoing the building for them to actually work in, but it's going to take a year. Apparently, they're still on that track. There's a lot of grant making coming out right now, but here's the funny part. So we got a notice of intent last Friday, and a NOFO came out this Friday. Last Friday, there was $100 million notice of intent that came out that we got to look at. And it was actually a good thing. It was about the career pathways for rare earth elements, which was great. It talked about students in academia. It was tuition support, giving them a pathway for engineering and applied sciences into the workforce and private companies. Now, we will see what the implementation is, because, you know, the fun is always in the implementation, not in the original, you know, notice of intent. So we'll see what it actually looks like, but it's $100 million. And, you know, if it gives people jobs in those industries, the metals to mine stuff is amazing. And we do have some work there that can be done. So I'm super happy about that. There was another NOFO that was released on Friday. That was a
NoFo is? I don't know what a NoFo is.
A NoFo is basically what?
Is it notice of final action? I don't know what a NoFo is.
No. So a NoFo, Department of Energy claims them as a NoFo, and it's basically a grant opportunity. So they posted a NoFo. A notice of intent is different. That's like, hey, it's coming. A NoFo is actually the opportunity when they post it. They did a $10 million NoFo on Friday that was for academia. And that was very interesting because of their stance on academia hasn't been great. I'm being generous there. But I found it very interesting because it was one of the best things they had done. And I'm saying that is we'll see how all of this plays out, like always, because but we're still waiting on our grant to see one of the ones. They've announced a lot of the Genesis grants. And there's many people that are benefiting from the Genesis grants that are happening. A lot of rare earth is going on. There's a lot of things coming from the trailings for rare earth they can find in phosphogypsum, but also minerals as mining trailing. So there's things going on. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you for everybody. If you put in comments for grant and rulemaking, thank you. Because there is so much. Yes. Notice a funding opportunity.
Yep.
Look at that. You guys are doing great.
All right, I'm going to change the subject.
Oh,
Somebody asked about Paramount.
oh God. Why do you have to go so dark? So
If you haven't noticed that the Paramount deal is falling apart, I refer you to the rule some guy invented years ago called everything Trump touches dies. Paramount deal is falling apart.
Yes.
Now, that's not bad for Paramount Plus, the network. Watch Me Bridge. Watch Me Bridge. Because a lot of people the last few days have finally discovered the show we fell in love with 3 years ago, Lioness. If you are not watching Lioness, you are missing some of the best television on television. It is tightly written. Near it is touch. Nice.
It is so amazing. Oh, that's the weave.
Yeah, that's the weed.
That's the weave. If you are not watching Lioness, why don't you come closer? You're like half out of the frame. If he can
Look
come.
at you talking about
I know. I
frames.
want to come closer, just so I can love on it. Anyway, if you are not watching Lioness, y'all, last Sunday shook me as a woman.
You.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm not going to say it in case you haven't seen it. Lioness, 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 Lioness. I'm saying it a million times. If you are not watching it, it is one of the best, if not the best.
Lioness, Lioness.
Meaning female lion. If you are not watching it, hot lady spy thing. It's military. It's like a little CIA. It's a little bit. What's the guy who's on there who was also in
Landman.
House of Cards? No.
Oh,
The guy. What's his name?
Michael Kelly. It's
Michael
amazing.
Kelly.
Amazing. Nicole Kidman. Amazing.
Nicole Kidman.
Let's get back to the cat helmet.
I am the bad.
Where's the cat?
I don't
Give me a cat.
I don't know.
Find a cat.
He wanted to go out. Anyway, but if you are not watching,
Right.
it's not a flick. It's a
series.
It's a series. If you are not watching it, I tell you, get on season 1, season 2, binge it.
Season 3 is not bingeable, but
It's not
amazing.
bingeable. They dropped the pieces on Sunday, I guess about noon, something like that.
An oven helmet.
Yes, he does. I need all the things. They need to, I wish, oh God, it kills me to drop them on Sundays. Like, it's bad. But it is so good. It is one of the best well-written shows. It's
And I'm a Michael
fast-moving.
Kelly super fan. He's
It
amazing.
is, if you are into that Jason Bourne, Jack Ryan, all of that plus even more. Watch it.
Yeah. So, other entertainment. There are a couple of videos out on YouTube now of the
Yeah.
WOMAD,
Our trip.
our trip in the UK. The WOMAD video is up. Right, my speech there is up. I wish I could post links in this thing, but I just don't.
Westworld, so good.
And the Leicester Square Theater Part 1 of that has come out, and that features a lot of behind the scenes stuff, including this
one. Chatty.
I
didn't know that I was taped so much.
Patriot Days, baby. Patriot Games.
Patriot Games.
Yeah, those are out now. The first, the WOMAD episode is out now. The first episode of Leicester Square is out now. And Ben Face did not win.
We're sad about this, but here's the thing. About Nigel Farage did win. He won with 60 something a vote.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Ben Face, 27% of the vote.
Correct.
Amazing. And
here's the thing that Farage thought. Farage, as I call him, Timu Trump. He thought, oh, well, if I have a by-election, if I step down from my seat and have a by-election, then the investigation against me stops. He's so dumb, he didn't read the rules of Parliament properly. The investigation does not stop, motherfucker. You still on the hook. Sorry, G. Yes, he is dumb. He's corrupt and dumb.
Yeah, and that's sad.
And he is funded by a bunch of crypto weirdos and a bunch of billionaires and a bunch of Russian guys, Russian connected guys. And they really, 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 really have invested a lot in him to become the Trump of the UK. I think it's turning around finally. And Burnham is doing a good job. Burnham is very popular right now, and we're happy about that. But you can't ever take your eye off the ball.
No.
Can't ever take your eye off the ball. Okay, what else do we have on our list for today?
I'm looking at comments too.
Oh, also in Florida, Byron Donald said, oh, it's too bad we have Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. It just costs America so much. We wouldn't even have debt if we didn't have those. Please make that case in Florida more, Byron.
That's
I beg of you.
And all the retirees are down here.
I beg of you.
I got nothing.
Yeah, Elon threatened to buy the UK, that Austin Powers video.
Oh,
Can I just say, he's a sad guy.
Sad human.
Come on, dude. You're the richest man in the world. You've got a rocket company that does cool shit. Just go do cool shit. Stop being an asshole.
Do cool shit. Make rockets that don't have problems. Just anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to talk real quick. One thing. I know it's fall. Y'all, let's have a moment here.
In Florida, we're about to have the first false fall.
It's been 115 with the heat index, 100 without, all week.
London Falling is terrific.
Please,
I'm interviewing you.
do not come at me with your cute fall outfits, your fall arrangements,
your pumpkins,
your pumpkins,
your PSLs,
your fall decor. Stop it.
It's not that time.
It's 115 degrees outside. I almost explode. I'm like a vampire. When I go outside, I can spontaneously combust people. Do not come in with your
Don't come in with your decorative gourds.
Don't wear your jacket. Amazing, like Santa things that you're getting ready to sell in your fall. Like my friend does fall things, and I love everything she makes. But I can't look at Santa right now when it's 115 degrees outside.
So
I love you guys, but I have my hair up because I told Rick, I'm sorry, I can't wear my hair down today because I'm hot and I can't deal with it. Can you fry an egg on the sidewalk? Yeah, probably. I can probably bake a cookie on my thing too.
On your car hood.
Please stop at me with your fall nonsense right now. I can't take it. If you come at me with your fallness, we are not even like
So here's the funny part.
near fall.
So it used to be different, but now in the middle of September, you get the second false fall. Right at the end of August, you'll get the first false fall with like one day it'll be like 80.
You
You're like,
go outside, there's like a cool breeze.
Right.
And you're like,
this is amazing.
what's going on? What's going on?
Then the next day it's 100.
It's 100 degrees outside.
So in the middle of September, we're going to Hong Kong. I got a speech over there. And then when we come back, it should be the second or third false fall.
Yeah. It's horrible. And here's the thing. So school went back into session this week. We have a new traffic light near
Oh, we
us
do. It's very disturbing.
on Meridian. I don't like the location because it's on the other side of a hump of I-10. So you can't see it.
Over a highway over.
It's not good. Anyway, school started back this week. So there's a lot going on. There's buses, y'all, please be safe, all of that thing. There's students moving into the dorm rooms this weekend. Next week is basically sort of rush week. We're not going to talk about the dorm room situation. Well, maybe we will for just a minute. But rush week, students getting familiar with campus, all of that. And then school starts for FSU. I know the following week it's like the 24th.
Well, your son, Braden, moved into the
So-
dorm all by himself.
I'm gonna shout out
Brag
to my
on your boy.
child. I'm gonna brag out to my child. So because there was a very, very,
Are they
very,
really making lip reading?
very, very, very funny post that I saw. And it was a lady who said, I've got anxiety, but I got anxiety for two different reasons. My one daughter, and she had two kids in K-12. She was like, my daughter has a Pinterest board of like all of her like thoughts and plans and feelings for the year and different outfits and things she may need, might need, most need, baby. I don't know. She had all of her outfits planned out for the first week of school, her shopping list done, her backpack done, all of her pencils, pens, everything color coordinated, everything done. She's like, I've got anxiety about all of that. And then she's like, I asked my son, hey, do you need anything for school? And he's like, I don't know. I'll look tomorrow. Well, school started the following day. So she's like, I've got anxiety because I got this one daughter who's the over planner and my son who's like not planned at all. So my son moved into the dorms yesterday. He's back in the dorms for the sophomore year. We can talk about that later. He did it all himself.
Last year we helped him move in.
We helped him move in. We all helped.
Yep.
Me, Rick, my ex, Eric, and we all helped. We all moved into the dorms. It was amazing. It was so fun. Braden was like, I got this. I was like, do you?
He did.
But here's the thing. So we like to plan. I'm a planner. I'm a super planner.
Oh yeah.
And Braden was like, I got this. I'm doing it. There are single rooms at FSU. There are. Hang on, Patrick. Yes, there are. They also need to understand how to live with other people. Like my son is an only child, so I wanted him to have the dorm experience, to deal with other people, to learn other cultures, be open to new things and people and experiences and all the things, because he's a COVID kid too. He missed his middle school years. Anyway, so my child moved into the dorms, most all by himself. He did it all. He only asked me where one thing was, and I said, I have no idea. And he just did. And I'm incredibly happy that he did it all. I don't know what his dorm room looks like. I haven't even seen a picture at this point.
No.
You know what? Because that's his choice.
Let it roll.
And I will say this for all the parents, you know what? Do some things for your kid. Do not do what the SEC nonsense is doing.
Oh my God.
The interior decorators for $20,000 to do a dorm room. Stop that nonsense.
Stop.
Stop it.
SEC.
It's SEC money. SEC money is different from ACC money. So anyway, but I will tell you this. All of those parents, and let me say parents, that are decorating and doing
$20,000.
it's $20,000. Anyway, the parents that are decorating their child's room need to stop. So the things that you don't see in those rooms, you see a full makeup counter with lights and all of this nonsense.
But no desk.
But they've used the desk to be a makeup counter. So there's nowhere for those children to actually study. Where are they putting their laptop? Where are they doing their things? Those children need to have their own space for the first time in their life. Those helicopter parents need to stop their nonsense.
Correct.
Stop it. They do not need matching bunting over the lights and all of this nonsense.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's out of control. And here's the thing. I will say this. Let their kids have their space. This is the first time they're on their own. Let them figure out what they want in their room.
You know what
It's not up to you, moms who either never succeeded or were you or whatever. I don't know. But stop.
Those parents are going to be calling. They want to talk to the manager.
And I'm telling you, as an employee of the university, we do see it and we do talk about it. There are parents. There are parents who are calling and saying, I want to talk to their student's professor about this and that grade. Stop the nonsense. This is about them. They need to take control of their life, an adult.
For sure.
This is not about you. Let your child breathe, have space, and you know what? Stuff's going to go wrong. They're not going to do cleanliness like we do. I get all of that. But they also need to learn how to clean. Let's have a moment. The boys and the girls. So give your kids some space. They don't need all that shit matching, because as I see on all of the comments, boy, that's going to look good when they come home from the frat party drunk and they throw up everywhere, all over that new beautiful shag $20,000 carpet. Like, seriously, let's have a moment here. Like, stop it. Let your kid have space to grow, fail, absolutely, spaghetti Parmesan. Your kids have to fail at life. If they do not fail, they do not learn.
Pain is the only teacher.
Pain is the teacher. And they have to do it. And here's the other thing too. I've seen it a couple of different places. And if you have the means to do it, I'm just going to do a little promo here. If you have a couple of dollars extra, I know money is tight for everyone right now. But here's the thing. If you've got a couple of dollars extra, look on Amazon or ask, because people will post it. Look for the teachers that you know.
Yeah.
Buy some things off of their school list, even if it's a pack of glue sticks or some paper or a pack of highlighters or some science equipment. Like, I bought like some protractors and some things. I know it's hard for everyone out there. Our teachers are struggling on top of everything else. Those of us who can, please do. Even if it's $10 or $5, give a little
We
bit
do it
if
every
you
year.
can. We do it every year. I donated to some teachers' rooms and helped them, especially in Florida.
Yeah.
Our teachers
Barbie,
are in
This
the
state-
bottom.
this state is trying its hardest to be Mississippi.
They're trying, and
And we give billions to these fucking scam charter schools like the one Byron Donalds and his wife
oh
run.
yeah,
They run a
Scam.
scam charter school
scam
system.
charter schools. So going back to that, if you can donate a little bit, if you can donate anything, if there's stuff out of your house, you know,
Yeah.
here's the
It
thing.
matters.
It matters, and every little bit helps. One other thing too, it's not just the teachers in the classrooms. Those students whose parents have scrimped and saved to get them to college, they may need a little something else to help their dorm room. Some
Yeah.
sheets, a toothbrush.
God knows.
There are also ways you can donate for students to help them out in the dorms, because you look at those $20,000 University of Alabama SEC. I'm picking on Alabama because I know it's you. There's also students that are first time family in college for the first time.
Yeah.
And their parents have scrimped and saved to get them to college. They've got loans and everything. If there's a way that you can do a little bit of donation to them, it will
Just try to
mean the
help.
world to them. If there's something you can do to help donate anywhere, I'm just asking.
I mean, we
do it.
yeah, and
I've done it.
we live in an affluent county,
We do.
in an affluent area of an affluent county,
But
and we
not
still
really.
try to give
But not really. In
I mean,
this county,
our
our area of the county is. But I'm telling you, if there's anything you can do, please donate.
jump in.
Please
Jump in.
donate.
We're
so-
about to get into that time of the year where food insecurity is really bad,
Mhm.
and,
Fall is coming.
and
Thanksgiving is coming.
that
Christmas
is-
is coming.
that is a challenge for everybody. That's another area where we do
We do.
what we can.
Mhm.
And those people, this administration is going, I promise you, this fall and after the election, they're going to train wreck the fall CR.
Yeah.
Just to punish people for electing the Democrats.
Mhm.
So be ready. All right, folks, it is 6:00.
What else? What else for the good of the order?
I'm cooking chicken in the oven.
I can smell it. He's cooking. I'm thankful for that because I need something because I've been drinking margaritas. Anyway, but seriously, be kind to your fellow human beings.
Yep.
And be sweet and be patient with people. And I still some of my faculty have we talked about it on Friday, and I was like, hey, you got kids going to school? Yeah, it's their first time. Kindergarten. So be thoughtful and ask how moms are doing. I
Yeah.
remember the mommy crying the first time we all got together after we sent our babies to kindergarten, and we cried. So be thinking about ways you can help. Do thoughtful things for people, and you know what? It doesn't have to always be money. Ask how are you doing?
Yep.
Is there anything I can help you with? And here's one other thing. I know he's
I
saying,
got one more thing to
he's
go.
saying,
I got one more thing to say.
I will say this. I always try and be kind and rewind. But ask those parents, especially those single parents who are struggling, who are working 2 jobs, just trying to help. Think about ways that you can help them and say, hey, can I watch your kid for a little bit?
Yeah.
Just give those moms a break, give those dads a break, those single people, and just think about ways. It's not all about money. It's about time and energy too. And say, you know what? Invite them over, bring a pizza over and see your friends.
Right?
bring the margarita jug. We all need that.
Don't drink it in the car.
Oh.
One other thing, somebody mentioned this in the chat. It went by so fast, I didn't catch the name. I'm so sorry. There's not a lot you can directly do to help the people on that ship.
Yep.
On the Lincoln, but you can help the USO.
Yes.
You can help the USO. They help military families directly. They help service members directly. It is a really meritorious thing. They run on a very low cost basis. You can help the USO. You can also volunteer if you're in the right cities for local USO chapters that help families as well. So
look at things in your area. Look in things in your area. Yeah. There's always Facebook groups or whatever, ways to help, ways to donate. And sometimes, you would be surprised at what $5
and MWR, yes, local base MWRs, morale, recreational welfare, welfare and recreation, whatever it is. They also can do volunteer stuff, and you can also support them. So, all right, folks, we appreciate you all.
What else? Anything? I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, guys, as always, there's more questions than we can ever answer.
There's always more questions.
But we love doing this with you guys. We talked about this the other day. It's like the amount of time we spend during the week, me in particular, recording podcasts or doing videos. It seems
there's
like
some good ones coming. I'm just letting you know. Be on the lookout for the.
Let me just say, I interviewed America's spirit animal this week.
He is my spirit animal.
You'll see it this week.
He's amazing and doing amazing things.
So, but yeah, we love doing this, and
we do,
and it's not like work. And everybody has so many questions, and I'm so sorry we never get to them all in the chats, and on my Substack and everywhere else. But we really, really think you guys are so important as part of our family.
One other thing, we need to talk real quick about the throttling that's going on for political content on Threads. And people are telling me, like, they're not seeing my posts, and I'm seeing my posts. I do not know what's going on, but my posts are getting no views anymore.
Yeah.
They're getting like 10 or 20 when I used to get 1,000. So I'm not sure if we are reaching you guys. So try and make sure. And I posted something about that, and people were automatically unfollowed me or Rick.
Yeah.
So please take a look at all of this.
If you want to get notified, because we're worried people aren't getting notified of the shows.
Yeah. So please look at his Substack.
Right. Sign up for a free account, then you'll get a notification when we come on.
Free. We're not. Yeah. So please look at things. Try and find us. Like things so that we're getting it.
Subscribe, all that business.
Like and subscribe, all that nonsense. But I don't know what's going on with the political content right now. It's not good because it's voting time right now, and people need to see it now more than ever.
Correct.
But please drop us a note, drop us a line, DM me. I try and always respond. I'm really good at that. And I try
there's the email address for the show.
You can email us also and catch us on that email. I'm trying to
look at you got it. You got it.
Point. Send us things. We love spending time with you guys and opening up our home and our thoughts and our life and our pets.
We know it means a lot. You should know it means a lot to us to be able to like cover some of these. I don't sell or trade anybody's data off of Substack. None. Zero. Not for sale.
We don't believe in any of that.
No. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we just love doing this because so many people, and I feel terrible because I've got 1,000 unread messages on Substack
I'm going to try and get into his Substack.
Don't try Substack, please.
To try and answer people's questions, because it takes time to like sit and type out a question. And I respect that because y'all are taking your time, and I feel like we need to reciprocate.
Thanks, Drew. I'll take a look.
And absolutely send you guys a response if you guys are taking out the time. So please
100%.
Thank you guys for joining in.
Absolutely. We love doing
this.
this. It's so fun. We have a great time. And look, we're pretty reclusive on the weekends because we work so much during the week.
We're quiet.
We're pretty quiet.
We sit here in the house.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
literally.
shut off the sounds. But
Yeah.
we'll see you guys again next Saturday.
And remember, Tuesday, if you haven't already, vote.
Yes.
It means something.
Yep.
Because if you're not voting for your candidate, that just means you're voting for another candidate because you're not voting. Seriously.
So tonight's dinner is chicken. I'm going to make a mushroom gravy with it and broccoli.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You got broccolini?
Yeah, I did.
Traders?
Yeah.
We're having something green. We have, I don't know about y'all, but I have like.
We were in the UK. There was a lot of white food.
There's a lot of white food, but also we haven't eaten a lot of like lettuce things
Because of
or
the
fruit
poop
things
lettuce.
because we're concerned.
Listen, somebody mentioned oysters earlier. I
No.
was a great fan of raw oysters for many years.
I love oysters.
3 years ago, we both got Vibrio from raw oysters, as did every guest at our party.
Y'all, never again. Can't do it.
Let me say something.
Every time I see them, I look at them and
Until
go,
you've been laying on the floor of your shower screaming, "Dear God, I'm going to die" from the Vibrio, you haven't lived. All right, folks. We love you. We'll talk to you next time.
bye. I love you guys.
See ya.
Bye.